Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with updates on the Hull C, ESP, travelling to Hurston and mining, all summarising the Calling All Devs, Calling All Pappies Part 2, also some cool ship production charts. The Hull C. So the art for the ship is done. There is a couple of code issues which need to be solved before the ship goes into game. They need it to expand and have the physics grid expand with it, which is basically one of the main reasons they put a pin in it, and it's sort of like in waiting at the moment. It's a ship that needs to be able to dock when it's got full cargo as well. Also, currently all the cargo in-game right now is half or 1 SCU in size. The containers on the Hull C are going to be much bigger, so they need to evolve the cargo mechanics. Moreover, the vast amount of freight requires a larger play space, so the Hull C can carry a lot of cargo, and that would actually affect the game in quite a big way. Having other cargo ships would sort of like make what they made from freight transport in the current system very, very small and minor. Potentially, they could have the first iteration of the Hull C land by not allowing the cargo to be attached underneath. But the plan is to have the ship be able to dock with ships and stations to shift cargo when laden, and then be able to contract down when it hasn't got any cargo on its spindles to be able to land. How are we going to be able to travel from Port Olisar to Hurston, as it's far too far to do in a single quantum jump? Well, they have a test map where they have placed Hurston in currently. They're actually working out distances at the moment, exactly where Hurston should be, how far away it should be from Crusader and everything. And in the current test map, they have 8 rest stops between Crusader and Hurston at the moment. They're adjusting the amount of rest stops and potentially distance of Hurston to Crusader and other ways of populating the system for 3.3 at the moment. And this is likely to continue to evolve between patches. They haven't worked at this scale before in the persistent universe, and obviously it's a little different when you need to constantly refuel your ship. You don't have a parent ship like you're going to have in Squadron 42, or effectively be on mission constantly. It's a sandbox, you can kind of do what you want. Yes, there are going to be ways for people to come and help you if you go, well, actually I am out of fuel, I've put down a service beacon, I need refueling, but those mechanics aren't in yet either. They don't want players to have to refuel every 2 minutes or so. They want travel to be meaningful but not unfun. They want it to take a relatively long time to travel large distances, but pretty much all ships are going to need to refuel on their way from Port Olisar to Hurston that are currently available in-game. Maybe not the Starfarer, they didn't actually mention that in the thing, but I suspect the Starfarer might be able to make it in a single jump just because of the amount of fuel it can carry. ESP fixes. 3.2.1 contains some rough balancing for ESP. This is enhanced stick precision. This is the normalization of movement when you've got locked gimbals, if you're using a HOTAS, a stick, or just locked gimbals on your mouse, so that you don't overshoot or undershoot a target when you're very close to aiming at it. The system is now in designer control, and they have a whole team working on it. So yes, some rough balances and fixes for ESP for 3.2.1, but lots more are coming for 3.3, lots more adjustments, and hopefully that team there will be able to implement it in a way that is good, that doesn't use too much sort of like sticky aim or anything like that. We want a nice subtle system that helps with the more minor movements, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see. There might also be a 3.2.2 patch coming out. The 3.2.1 is currently still in the PTU. Hopefully that will be out very soon. They suggested in Calling All Devs that it should have already been out by the time this went live, so it isn't, so we're still waiting on that. Hopefully more fixes, hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Prospector mining. At the moment, there is no filtration of useless rock in the Prospector. This is a feature that is planned for it in the future, though. It was in the brochure, and at the moment, if you do mining, you'll notice there's a load of inert rock that you don't really want when you're going out mining. This is going to be a bit different from refining, I believe. So the mining team is currently working on making the ground mining a bit better, and then getting mineable asteroids in space, and then they're going to move on to another career, or other aspects of mining, like refining or filtration. So we might see that in the future. It's going to be based on what they think is good to prioritize. They might do some surveys and stuff like that as well. I'd like to see a 3.3 survey come out before they really define that 3.3 roadmap that we're going to be getting in September. Todd Pappy, who is the Star Citizen Live game director, is happy with the progress they have made over the last 9 months. He's also the gentleman that's been answering these questions over the last couple of weeks. The quarterly releases come with constant feedback and focus for them, and they are very excited with a lot of stuff that they've got planned for the future. I also saw on the Reddit a couple of updated fan-made ship production charts that I thought were awesome. I will link the originals down below, but also show them on the screen now. Check those out, they are pretty damn cool. Things that I am currently waiting on with bated breath are the 3.2.1 patch actually going live. That would be great. It would also be interesting to see if they've got another 3.2.2 patch planned straight after that or not. But also, I want to see the roadmap updates. At the moment, we want to know what's going to actually be in 3.3. 3.3 is so feature-laden at the moment that I suspect they can't deliver all of that for September, so it would be nice to see what they've got prioritized, what they plan to move to 3.4. It would also be nice to see 3.5 and 3.6 get fleshed out on that roadmap as well. We haven't even seen what's in 3.6. That will be coming in June of next year, but that should be added to the roadmap any time now. Be sure to check out Shadow. It's a cloud-based alternative to getting or upgrading your gaming PC. It allows you to leverage the power of a GeForce 1080 at the moment and a powerful Windows 10 PC on almost any device, so long as your internet connection is good enough. It works with Star Citizen Alpha 3.2, and with 3.3 coming in September with object container streaming, it's only going to get better. If you do try it out, be sure to use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. Links to more info in the description below. Every month we do have a ship giveaway as well. This time it's for a Drake salvage ship, the Vulture, with an upgrade to a Prospector as well if you so desire. Donated by Forgotten Heralds, a lawful private military org focused on in-game training and operations that they run regularly now in-game. They're going to be very heavily focused on contracts in the future as well. They are very active and friendly, being appropriate for veterans and new players alike. Check them out below for lots and lots of information, including a spotlight if you are interested. To be in for a chance of winning that Vulture though, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos during this month. Each video gives you another chance to win.